Hi, how you doing? Hope you're good. Okay, something happened recently. That's basically what inspired this video. I met this guy and we got talking. Actually, on Instagram, it was actually on Instagram. He slid into my DM, and I didn't see the message till like 2 days after he sent the message, and I responded. But before I responded, I checked his page just to see the kind of person he is, and his page looked decent to the best of my knowledge. And I said, okay, this person is reasonable. He's not one of those guys that are just loafing around on Instagram. I have no apologies for that. You see all manner of people on Instagram, on social media, so I have to be sure. And I do this a lot. Even when I get requests from females, I check them out to see if we have anything in common. Okay, so we started chatting, and few minutes into our chat, he asked me a question that gave me concern. He asked if I was a virgin. And then the next thing he asked was my favorite sex position. And I was worried in the sense that prior to the time he asked me that question, there was no conversation that should have warranted that. So the reason I was worried, you can agree with me. But I didn't give him a straightforward answer. Of course, I don't owe him that explanation or that answer. It's not his prerogative to know. And I asked him, why do you want to know my virginity status? Are you a ritualist? I mean, he's only a ritualist that wants to know the virginity status of a lady, Abby. To know if they will use the girl for ritual now. No be so. And this gives me serious concern. And you meet guys online, offline, and then the subjects, is revolving around sex. And I say, is this all there is to a human being? Is this all there is to a lady? Is this all there is to girls? Is this all there is to female sex? And when I talk about sex, people say, okay, you're talking about sex a lot. But the world is ruled by sex. Sex seems to be ruling the world. Reason you see some girls unashamedly going naked and doing striptease on Facebook, on Instagram, and all sorts on TikTok. So why should I stop talking about sex when people think that sex is all there is to them? Okay, so this brings me to what I want to share quickly. I know my videos are usually long, but please just follow me closely. A lot of guys, or let me not say a lot of guys, some guys do not even know what to do at different stages of the relationship. They don't even know there are stages in the relationship, and they don't know what to do or the questions to ask in those stages. You meet a lady right now, or you meet a guy right now, you're an acquaintance because you don't know anything about that person. So you can't see someone now and say you're falling in love with that person. Now go to go fall in love with though. Or you meet someone and then you're inviting the person over to your house. You know nothing about the person. You don't know if that person is a criminal. You don't know if that person is a ghost. You don't know if that person is a real human being, half spirit. And people are taking a lot of risks. You meet a girl now and then you're asking about her virginity status, asking about her favorite sex position. Are you okay? If sex is hungry you now, go and look for those girls that are of easy virtue, that will give it to you even with 500 naira. I'm not promoting rubbish or immorality, but come to think of it, I mean, why wouldn't you want to get to know the person? You ask about her sexual, her sexual preference. Broad daylight, they never grind bees, they never even begin to make the moi moi. Is that what you want? So when you meet a lady, get to know her, get to know who she is, Get to know her values. Get to know what she believes in. If you really are after the real thing, don't be asking about her virginity status. It's not your business. And ladies, if you're still a virgin, it's not the business of the guy that you're involved with to know your virginity status. The world is crazy. A lot of bad things are happening. I saw this movie and the girl's fiancé actually wanted to use her for sacrifice because they were looking for virgins to, bury the father. The father was a king. And the moment he wanted to have sex with her, and you're like, no, I don't want to do this. And the guy was like, are you a virgin? And she said, yes, she was a virgin. And the guy said, okay, I've seen a candidate for my father's burial rites, And they plotted to get the girl, to use her for rituals, to bury his late father, the king. Even some girls, when they find out that if you have some crazy or wild girls as friends or colleagues, and they find out that you're a virgin, they want you to join them, join the camp. So if you're a virgin, don't disclose your virginity status to anybody, except the man you're getting married to. You don't owe anybody any explanation. You don't. It's your choice. And it's even important for you to know why you want to be a virgin. Do you want to honor God with your body? It's not just enough to say, okay, I want to keep my body for my husband, I want to keep my body for my wife or anything. Yes, because there are guys that are virgins. Not be only women they be virgin. So it's important that you even know why you want to maintain your virginity. And that should be, if you ask me honestly, it should be to honor God with your body, because your body is the temple of the Most High God. If you decide to, so it's your choice to be a virgin or not to be a virgin. And even if you're not a virgin and you decide not to, be sexually involved with any man or have sex and his relations with any man or woman, it is your choice. And people should respect it. Okay? Okay, so back to what I was trying to say initially. So guys don't know, some people don't know the stages of relationship and what questions or what conversations to have. So when you meet someone for the first time, get to know the person. You get to know the name of the person, basic things, what the person does for a living, and from there you move, that's the acquaintance level. From acquaintance level you move to casual friends. That's when you get to know likes, dislikes, what the person stands for, what the person believes in. Is that person a Christian? Is that person a Muslim? Is that person of another religion? Then as you're progressing, you move to friendship. Okay? And it's from the friendship level that you even decide if you want to go the long way with this person. You notice that you have certain things in common, you have similarities, you have, things that you shared, activities, hobbies, and all of that. And from there, you move on to having a relationship. Then you can start talking about, getting married, about future. And then courtship, when you want to get married. You have, declared your intention to marry this girl, or the guy has made, his intention to, known to you to marry you. Goals, life mission, life vision for marriage and all. There are stages to these things. A child is not born today and starts working. The child will be carried by the mother or the father, because his bones or her bones are not strong enough for her to even, crawl. So she'll be carried for some months before she starts crawling. And from crawling, she takes the first step, or he takes the first step, which will be, of course, shaky. Will not, she won't work, she would work not steadily, because her bones are yet to adjust to the new stage. And from there, she starts walking well, without aid, without someone holding the baby. And then she could start running, or he could start running. That's how it is. Life is in stages. We don't do primary school and then jump into university. Even if you are, a genius, you don't start from crèche, you're in crèche, and then you jump into university. You have to go through stages. You don't join an organization at entry level and then become a senior manager, the next month. It doesn't happen that way, except in rare occasions. But you have to go through certain processes. You have to go through certain stages to prepare you for what's ahead. So guys, they do all these things. All these things, questions you're asking girls about their virginity status, stop it. Get to know the person. If you really are interested in the lady, get to know her. Every time people are, asking about sex, I'm asking, okay, after sex, what next? Just want to have sex with a person, and after sex, what next? And this is why a lot of people get into marriage and, before you know it, divorce has happened, separation has happened. Because you find there is nothing that connects you with that man or that lady. It's only sex. Don't marry someone because the person is good in bed or because he's good in bed. Because there will be a time in that marriage when you both will be, gray, old and fragile. When you're in your 90s, and if you don't build friendship, you have nothing to hold on to. You have nothing to hold on to. If it's only sex that connects you to a human being, to a man or a woman, you are of all human beings most miserable. Yes, take it from me. If it's only sex that will connect you to a lady or a guy, nothing else, auntie, uncle, that's wrong. It's bad. Okay, I thought I should just share this. I know it's quite long. I think this is 11 minutes 42 or 43 seconds, but I hope you pick a thing or two from this thing I shared with you. Go after values. It is values that get married. It is values that would, keep the marriage going. Not sex. Sex could attract the guy, but it's not sex that will keep him. A lot of ladies and guys make this mistake that, sex will keep the girl, sex will keep the guy, but it's not true. Sex is important, very important in marriage, but it's not all there is to marriage. It's not all there is to life. So don't make that mistake. All right. Have a beautiful day. Bye.